Okay, so right now there's breaking news. The celebration in Japan for Star Wars. I kind of expected them to do stuff on May the 4th, but stuff is coming out right now. You've got Joe's most anticipated and excited thing. They've just announced a Darth Maul series. This is something that they should have done 10 years ago, a while ago.
We'll see.
It's an animated series, and I think it shows between the events of whatever and Rebels, and because obviously his story has concluded in Rebels. And from the description, I'm really excited. I hear that he trains an apprentice, and the apprentice name is Darth Talon. What? Sexy ass Darth Talon? Are they gonna fuck it up? Are they gonna change Darth Talon? Is Darth Talon going to be a no longer a sexy Twi'lek, but instead he's gonna be the grossest Jabba the Hutt race? It's a Hutt race, yeah, with the lightsaber and a metal bikini. That's what they're gonna change.
As long as it's voiced by Danny DeVito, I'm in.
Yes. There you go. Okay, that's the new Darth Talon if you leave it up to Disney. But we'll see. And I'm curious, is it going to be interesting enough? It has Sam Witwer because he is the voice of Darth Maul in the animated stuff. So good. He even gets some writing and some credits because he helped develop that character and expanded on that character. So I think this project's going to be good. It's just, it sucks that we know the end point of Darth Maul, and I feel like we're mining in an area that it's like, okay, it's time to do new. It's time to move on. But I'm anticipating that since they're creating Darth Talon, that Darth Talon will be the element that moves on. And this is all rumor, so who knows if Darth Talon is even a thing. So that was the first one. The next one is the trailer for The Mandalorian and Grogu. So Alex watched it. I've seen it. I don't think Joe's seen it, but I don't want to show it here because it's a bootleg trailer that somebody filmed on their phone.
Yeah, you get in trouble.
Don't want to get copyright claimed. Alex, what did you think of that one?
They know exactly what they're doing, and they know what has made the fans happy in the last 10 years, and it's not a whole lot, and so they're mimicking pretty heavily some of those action scenes. So they lead off with intense action. You get the cute scenes.
Yes.
There's some casts that I really love that are in it. And so the handler.
Okay.
Do we going to spoil some of the... Sigourney Weaver is so it's like I love Sigourney
Weaver.
Weaver.
That's fine.
And so we got a really talented cast. I'm hoping some past people come back.
Yeah.
And so all they have to do is not screw this one up and like give us some substance and not do nothing but like, hey, remember this character, remember this character.
Give me a little bit about it. So we see some AT-ATs. It might be set on Hoth. We see Grogu being cute, like Alex said, eating popcorn at one point, watching a pit fight. And there's apparently, I just made the joke about Jabba the Hutt Jedi or Sith. Well, there's a Jabba the Hutt pit fighter, so I don't know how that works. A big slug doing a pit fight, I don't know. But they do a hallway scene like Daredevil, and it is only with blasters and Mandalorian, so that could be cool. There's a scene of Grogu swimming. They're probably going to release this trailer. This might be the thing that they hold all the way to May 4th. And so when that trailer comes out, we'll do another trailer reaction.
Man-Bat's in it. You're going to love him. You have no idea who that guy is.
Who the fuck is Man-Bat?
Man-Bat.
No, I don't know anything
the
about
DC
Man-Bat.
one.
He's from Rebels.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Don't call him Man-Bat.
He's been his name Man-Bat. OJ has no idea who that guy is.
All right. He's a Man-Bat to OJ. But anyways, so he's going to get featured in the series, and we'll talk more about it when they release that one. Okay, finally is the teaser trailer for a brand new Star Wars. So Mandalorian and Grogu is coming out 2026. It seems as if Disney is switching back to one film a year instead of, what they were doing previously, just regurgitating as much shit out there as they can. So slow it down. One may actually be too much, but we're going to see. So you got Mandalorian Grogu, and then the new one, Star Wars Starfighter. So they've got a trailer here.
Starfighter's pretty close to Rogue Squadron that's not happening.
I don't know if that's copyright, so I'm going to stop it.
For sure.
Starfighter, and it's really just a logo. Star Wars Starfighter. It's a mouthful.
It's like
I love the word Starfighter. So if I'm going to talk about, what does this imply? Well, it implies that we're going
like
to
an old movie.
The Last Starfighter.
Yeah, the Last Starfighter.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, so let's say you're a Disney executive and you have no soul, and you're like, hey, I need to make the most amount of money. And 1 year ago, they're like, who is the hottest actor right now? And it's Ryan Gosling. Who's the director that made the most amount of money for anything? Shawn Levy. Let's get both of them to make a goddamn movie.
This is a project from Shawn Levy, and he's the guy, if you don't know, he's the guy that did Free Guy, which went over really well with us. Deadpool Wolverine, $1 billion at the box office. Does good there. And so I like that. He's got kind of... If this is a reaction to all of the fans of Star Wars that are complaining about Star Wars, I think this is even supposed to, supplicate and placate the fandom menace that are like, we're tired of seeing women in roles, we're tired of seeing minorities in roles, and we're tired of, all these shitty characters and this bad writing and this and that. And woke stuff, because they go out and they get the leading man who is white, who is hot right now. That also can take care of the women, because he's a hottie, and maybe that will also bring in the female audience just from a different angle, because he's a heartthrob. And so from that angle, and then plus bringing in Shawn Levy to me means fan service. We want to, instead of subverting your expectations and doing all this bullshit and deconstructing characters and doing stupid shit, I'm just going to fill the screen with a bunch of fan service like he did in Deadpool and Wolverine, or Wolverine and Deadpool. And I hope that's the case, because I think that it's time to give the fans what they want. It's time to, celebrate in the universe and give people what they want. Starfighter. So this is probably replacing the project that was previously announced from Patty Jenkins. What was that called?
Rogue Squadron.
Rogue Squadron.
Great book. Go read the book.
Great games. Play the games. But that project was on, announced, confirmed, then canceled, then re-announced, then canceled again.
You saw Wonder Woman 84? You saw that movie?
That was the first time it got
movie?
canceled. And then she's like, no, the project's still going. Like, I'm not doing another Wonder Woman, so I can come back from Rogue Squadron. Mm-hmm. I guess it's now dead, because why would you do two fighter projects? I do have some, rumors for this. This could be completely bullshit. Anyways, let me finish the trailer. It's May 28th. So basically, here's speculation from the fans. Given his age of Ryan Gosling, he could be one of Luke's students who survived but went into hiding. He could be a grown-up Jason following his father's footsteps. I don't know. He didn't really look like him. He could be a disciple of Ezra, Ahsoka, or any surviving Jedi. I think that's not a good one. Or just be a completely new character. An insider supposedly reveals some details for the Star Wars movie. So Ryan Gosling's character will be the main character of the movie, and he'll be playing a Jedi who is teaching his young 15-year-old nephew in the ways of the Force. So there you go. Men, boys, it's not female-led. In fact, one female was offered a role in the movie, and allegedly she turned it down because she was not going to be the main character. So I don't know if it's Disney leaking all this stuff to try to get, both sides of the fandom. The first fandom who is like, we're excited for anything Star Wars, and then the other side of the fandom that complains about those types of projects. We'll see. The young Padawan's mother is also supposedly going to play a major role in the story. The two of them will end up on a mission while pursued by a male and female villain. So I'm thinking maybe because Star Wars likes to interconnect everything, maybe from Joe's Darth Maul project, the Darth Talon character, it's not as if Darth Talon is going to show up in that series and then just get killed off. I think Darth Talon will then connect into the future stuff. So maybe one of the villains will be Darth Talon, is my speculation.
And then we
heard it here first.
A connection with May and Osha.
Yeah, oh God, no.
Yeah.
Why not?
Who are you talking about? What? I've never even heard of
You
those
said
names
they like
before.
to make connections.
Never
so
heard.
they're gonna pop
Those
in
were
any of
Joe.
these?
That was like 200 years ago. That was like 200 years before the Phantom Menace. How is man OSHA still alive? Shut the fuck
Some
up.
people live a really long time,
Yeah.
and then the dark side of the Force is a pathway to some things. At some
Yeah. It has not been revealed whether the villains have been associated with the Force or not. We don't know if they're Siths. Would you want them to be Siths? Because this is set 5 years after Rey's conclusion. Now, they are doing a Rey movie, supposedly, to continue it. But, so it's in the future. I think the First Order is destroyed, and there's really no Sith remaining, so maybe something different would be
Where
interesting.
are these Jedi coming from?
I know. That just takes
They were
away from it. This
on the
purge
ground.
was never a purge.
They were underground
They're
hiding.
proliferating across the galaxy, Alex.
Oh, okay.
And then they teased a major female character, though it's unclear who she's supposed to be. So the plot is in line with the rumors. They've reported previously that how Jesse Plemons and Sarah Snook have been offered roles, villainous roles, and they would be the main villain. So I put
love
pictures
Jesse
of those.
Plemons.
Yeah.
great.
Oh, you're a Jedi? Yeah. What kind of Jedi are you? Oh, you're
He's
a
got his
Star Wars fan?
blaster.
You're a Star Wars fan? What kind of Star Wars fan are you? Perfect. And then Greta Lee would potentially play the boy's mother, as she is roughly the same age as Ryan Gosling, who would be related to her. As for the unknown female character, that's potentially the role that had been offered to Mikey Madison, before it was confirmed she had rejected it. And that's the one that said, hey, I wanted my role to be bigger. I wanted to be the main protagonist, and because she's not, she declined on that role. So they'll have to have somebody else fill that, because they're saying, no, Ryan Gosling is going to be the main character, not you.
I mean, they just put everyone is just like, who are the hottest actors and actresses right now? That's who we're going to...
Yeah.
These are rumors, and I mean, especially Star Wars rumors.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if we can glean anything from the actual announcement, but here is
You know what? I
when
wanna
they
be
brought them
among
on
the
stage.
First, although I'm far from the first, with this crowd, to welcome you to Star Wars Celebration. We're so happy to have you, and welcome to the Star Wars family.
Thank you.
It's a dysfunctional family. Thanksgiving
It's
Joe
a real, yeah. There's the uncle in the corner is creepy. Probably don't talk to him. He's got some views that are not necessarily.
We make him sit at the kids' table.
Now, tell us, how does it feel to be here with the fans in this moment, announcing Star Wars Starfighter?
Yeah.
I'm so glad we can finally say the words.
Yeah, we can finally say the name of our movie. To be here, it's one thing to know about the passion of all of us as Star Wars fans, but to feel it here in Tokyo, all of us in the same space, feeding off each other, it was worth the trip.
Such a
Yeah.
fuzzy sweater.
It's
distracting.
What we needed.
He has
This is
that
the perfect
Joker smile.
Place to start this journey for us, because
Never tell me the odds he's
it's
wearing
such
the
an incredible reminder of why we're gonna make this movie and who we're gonna make this movie for. So
Yeah, there's truly no place like Star Wars Celebration for being just inundated with the Star Wars family, the Star Wars fans, really getting a sense of how
I guess
much
there
it means
won't
to
be
people.
a new Star
You know, how
Wars
important it is.
celebration in
And
May. May is just going to be,
Did I spot a
hey.
new starship design while you were on that main stage?
You might have caught,
'Cause this
you
is
might
it.
have caught
Might
a
I
little
see
bit of a
something?
glimpse.
part of it.
Unless there's
Looking.
two Star Wars
I believe it was
conventions.
about,
I don't think so.
So close to each other would be
and yeah,
stupid.
the movie is a new adventure. It's new characters. It takes place in a new period of time after.
So this is good. Because I don't think anybody really cares about continuing Rey. They've already butchered Finn's character.
Yeah.
John Boyega has recently come out and saying they're never going to allow somebody that looks like me to be the main character. So that he could actually be referencing the fact that maybe in conversations he's like, yeah, I'll come back to the role, but make me a main character and make me a protagonist. And they're like, nah.
Cast him as Bishop.
You're still gonna be, a supporting character. Yeah, we'll give you a lightsaber, but that's about all. And he probably passed on it, which is heartbreaking. If Rey's movie comes out and it doesn't have Finn and it doesn't continue Finn and redeem his character from Rey, Bray, then I'm fucking out, and I don't want to see that piece of shit. I just want to throw all that shit out and start anew.
They just say he's busy doing something else.
Yeah.
He's busy on fucking Dagobah,
Yeah.
Tatooine.
For the Battle of Exegol after Episode 9. And so
I don't like it even said it.
After
all
episode
that
9.
shit.
That's good. That's good. Get it just so it's a new force.
So there's so many opportunities to tell a Star Wars story that has all the heart and action and fun of Star Wars, but to do it in ways that are new and original. And so that starship, that peak of that starship is just one example of this.
I guess
the
they got a
design of
peek
a
at
world that
the
we haven't
Starfighter.
seen on screen.
All right, yeah, and in an era we haven't seen yet on screen, like I'm so thrilled and excited for both of you, but also I can't wait to see what you've done with this. I know there's not much. Oh. I think
up.
it's I'm just Ren in this scenario. Oh, the groan. All right. Now, I know you can't say much about Starfighter, but how far along are we in the development process? Can you give us some hints?
I mean, here's the news. Like, we're not in development. We all know development takes time. We all read about things in development. We're not in development. We're in pre-production. We're shooting.
Oh, all right.
We're shooting.
Oh, I was about to say, good.
Say, wait.
I was like, what? You're not even in development, then this is going to get
To
canceled.
come out May 27th, 27.
All right.
Pre-production.
Exciting, all right. And Ryan, I'm a little distracted, honestly, by your hat.
Can we get a close-up of the
Can you get
hat?
a close-up of the hat?
You wanna tell us what it says, Ryan?
I think it's just exactly the advice that we need as we embark on this journey.
He knows what's incoming. He knows the Star Wars
Because
fandom.
obviously you
He's
take
like,
on
we are
Star
so
Wars,
fucked.
Yeah.
you take
It
on
doesn't
something
matter
that's this
if we
beloved,
go this
it's
way or this
intimidating.
way. We're going to get yelled at by this side or this side. Never tell me the odds.
There's, you're scared, you're nervous, you want to get it right. But we have a feeling that with this story, with this collaboration, we can get it right. So we don't want anyone to tell us the odds. We're just going to do it.
Right. I love that. And also, Ryan, during the panel, we saw that your mom got in on the announcement action. She was so excited she shared an image of some Empire Strikes Back bed sheets that you had as a kid. I love that. I feel
Yeah,
like
my mom sent my Empire Strikes Back sheets from when I was 5. I thought all our
I think we
moms
all
were gonna
grew
send
up-
pictures of our sheets. Though.
You know, around this guy's age, everybody is into Star Wars, and it is good. And he has said that he is a legitimate fan of Star Wars, so I am happy for him. If Ryan Gosling and Shawn Levy can come in here and give us a badass movie in the Star Wars universe and make us forget about the fucking
The show,
disaster
the
that-
movie.
that Kathleen Kennedy just fucking bungled it. I will champion it and I'll sing its praise from the mountaintops. I want it to be good. I'm hopeful. It's around the time of Superman, so I'm feeling extra hope. Ryan Gosling, Shawn Levy, are our only hope. We'll see.
Mine was the only one?
I think she's the only one that got the memo.
Your mom did too? All right, cool.
All right, yeah. It's all right. You're just like all of us, just a Star Wars fan with Star Wars bed sheets. Ryan,
Nothing
can you
wrong with
tell
that.
me what made you choose
You
this
still
movie?
have Star
What
Wars
made you want to
bed
work with Shawn and step into the Star Wars galaxy?
Well, I've wanted to work with.
So he's a replacement for Ryan Reynolds because it's Shawn Levy's like Ryan Reynolds, and Ryan Gosling's the other Ryan. So he's like he's gonna work
Shawn
with
for such a
Gosling.
long time, and I think we talk about. Speaking of the sheets, that I was dreaming about Star Wars before I ever saw it. It's always been there. It's sort of in the DNA of the culture, myself. I think it framed my idea of what a movie even was. So, but all of that aside, I think this script is just so good. This story is it has so much adventure, so much heart, and original characters. It's an opportunity to shine a light into a side of the universe that we may not have seen. And there's just no one more perfect to do that than Shawn. You know, Shawn is the best at that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
If there was going to be a rushed Star Wars to production, I think that this teaming is probably one of the better ones that you can choose. And there is no doubt this has been rushed. You know, we need to course correct. We need to get something out there quick. Who is popular right now? Who is making money right now? What are fans complaining about? Let's do let's do fan service. And I think that's what we're going to get. Because I think the project from
Taika Waititi.
Logan, director of Logan, do you know? That guy.
Barry, right?
No, that guy is doing a really, really first Jedi movie, the first Jedi ever. So thousands of years ago, that's still there. And then the Taika Waititi, I think that's dead.
The last thing I said is it's not dead. It's just on hold.
It's okay. So they're probably going to see maybe have a few movies come out and then see what's popular. And if one of these movies blows up, the Mandalorian or the Starfighter, then they'll probably drop his project and green light a sequel and stuff. So, and then I think the whole trilogy with the Last Jedi, what is it? That director of Knives Out.
Oh, Rian Johnson?
Rian Johnson. I think that's completely over with. They're not going to move forward with that. And then we have the Rey movie. So these are the projects that are left.
All those Deadpool and Wolverine fans are going to be very happy today. Yes. All right.
Awkward.
And although there's very little
Don't
you need to say
listen to
with this
random
crowd, they're
people
just
shouting.
so excited to have you here.
Yeah.
But is there a message that you want to share with the fans? You know, in this moment when you're first just
Consume,
stepping onto
obey.
into this journey.
Consume, obey.
That'd have been so funny if
Just
you done it.
that we're one of them. We're one of them. We're fans too. So it's like,
Yeah, but what kind of Star Wars
there's,
fan are you?
there's obviously a relationship between
Like,
Please put Jesse in the film.
yeah,
That would be awesome.
he's so
I
great.
love him.
Yeah.
these stories in the audience, but we've spent our lives in that audience. And we know how meaningful it is. But as Ryan said, it's a big galaxy. It's a big galaxy out there, and it feels like there's an opportunity to do a movie that's not a prequel, that's not a sequel, and gives us the Star Wars DNA that we love, but with an
Original.
adventure that's all new.
Something different.
Well
What if
said.
Kirsten Dunst's going to be in it then?
and just
Kirsten
Wife.
Dunst, because
Seeing
Jesse
her
Plemons'
view is
wife.
Oh, right, yeah.
inspiring to do it because there's so much creativity and imagination in this room, and there's so much love. It's why it's such a great reminder of why we're making, how much movies can mean to us, and specifically how much these movies mean to us. And I think the Force is a mysterious thing, but I think as I'm here, I feel like the Force is the fans.
And they don't want to stray too far. Disney's like, okay, what is the successful things? Jedi. They don't want to do pilots only and make Ryan Gosling a smuggler or just a standard pilot. It has to do with the Force. They're bringing in the Force. He's going to be a Jedi, even though, my God, why are there so many Jedis that we don't know about? It's so fucking annoying.
They're hiding underground.
Because it's like Games Workshop. Everything is fucking Space Marine. Space Marine, Space Marine. All the Xenos factions. Like, when are we getting new models? You never get new models. Here's a new Space Marine. Because that's what sells, And so I think in the Star Wars universe, yeah, we don't care that all the Jedi were killed and purged. Ryan Gosling is a new Jedi, And then I heard rumors of... I've always heard rumors. This is probably wishful rumors of Keanu Reeves having conversations with Disney about Star Wars. That would have been cool, but it might be too late for that at this point. He's getting older, and he's going to do more John Wicks. But yeah.
And
Well, he's getting to the age where he can be Obi-Wan.
I think all we can hope for is that may the fans be with us.
So I'm curious if Disney is like, tamper down. Nobody say nothing political or controversial or woke or anti-woke or weird. And I've never heard of Star Wars. It's kind of creepy, so they're probably fucking tamping down on that. That's probably the message for this.
That's beautiful. Well said.
They're scared of their
We
fans.
need to get going and get back into pre-production because I want to see this movie, and we will get to see this movie Memorial Day 2027. Can't wait to see what you've done with it.
All right, well, will this be what Star Wars needs to get that injection? I hope so. A completely new original story. I'm really not as excited about Mandalorian Grogu right now as I feel like I should be. It just feels like season 4 condensed into a movie with a bigger budget. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be fun? Yeah, I think so. But it just doesn't feel like it's moving the Star Wars universe forward any. And
well, after season 3, just like
season 3, I didn't like it all.
And Grogu's
really
still this little
kinda messed
baby. Is he gonna get his armor? Is he gonna choose to be a Mandalorian? Is he gonna finally say something as the last line of the film? He can actually talk. I don't know. They need to do something, and we'll see what they do. Anyways, that's our Star Wars Celebration Live Japan 2025 coverage. Unfortunately, this is the day 1 of Japan. I don't know if they're going to announce some other big ones. It feels like they've done all the big ones up front. A brand new film, Star Wars Starfighter, a trailer for Mandalorian and Grogu. That's the video we'll do later. Maybe they'll release it
Maul
online later.
animation.
The Maul animation was announced. I don't know. And they announced season 3 of Young Jedi Adventures, the one that we didn't even bother with. And it's on Disney Plus.
kids, it's
It's
fine.
for the little kids, yeah. And so we'll see over Saturday and Sunday. If there's anything major, then we'll cover it on Monday. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much. What is your feelings on Star Wars? Do you really think that Disney's going to continue down this path of movies that are not only failing, but also not connecting with most of the audience in Star Wars? Or do you think they're actually course correcting with this one, getting everybody on message, getting everybody on task, and trying to march forward and with a new original story? Let us know in the comments down below, and we will see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.